Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, here to give you guys a heads up on a free Steam title that you can pick up right now for free as a part of the Steam Racing Fest that is going on right now. And on top of that, we've got some great deals. The summer sale is running over at Green Man Gaming, and they've got a lot of Steam games at great prices. We're going to go over some of them. We'll continue coverage of that in the coming week. But right off the bat, Borrow GT is available free right now, typically $4.99, but if you redeem it before August the 4th, it is yours to own forever for free. You can add this to your library. Borrow GT is the new generation of Borrow, now with a new style of racetracks, but with the good old toy car go-kart arcade style. 26 types of cars, 21 new racetracks, improved time trial, single player up to 4 players, local split screen, and up to 20 cars on the grid. A very positive reception on this one. 586 reviews, 84% positive. Very low-key, very simplistic design. I'm sure some people are going to be like, what is this game? Why is it free? It's another mid-level free title. But, yo, it's a free game on Steam. Remember that Steam does not pay money outright. Valve does not pay out money outright to get free games on their platform. It is just the publishers and the developers giving their games for free of their own accord. So check that out, add it to your library. It is then yours to own forever. So link to that in the description box below. All right, moving on from that, I do want to give you guys a heads up on some of the great deals as a part of the Steam Summer Sale game sale. On Green Man Gaming, I should say, the Summer Sale Green Man Gaming is running on a variety of Steam games. A lot of great deals. Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. I talk up this game all the time as it's getting cheaper and cheaper, and that's because one of the big criticisms of this game was the price point, was the level of content. Well, guess what? The price point has gone down. The content of this game has gone up. The Siege mode just dropped, and they're going to be continuing to update and add more content to this game. Space Marine 2 is a game that I really enjoyed from the standpoint of it is just a chaotic shooter. Now, if you want to play it solo, you can play it solo. You can go through the campaign solo, but with friends and the multiplayer, that's where you're going to get the longevity out of the game. And to me, it harkens back to the glory days and my childhood growing up with, you know, the Gears of War 2s of the world and games of that ilk. Space Marine 2, to me, really feels like a top-level Gears of War game from back in the day, like a Gears 2 or Gears 3, with that level of insanity, with that brutality, and with that testosterone as well, if you feel me. But yeah, Space Marine 2 for $31.67, great deal there, and I would definitely recommend that. And again, the game is going to continue to get updated. They've got a 1-year anniversary update planned, so there's going to be a lot of longevity to this one. And on top of that, Space Marine 3 is already confirmed, and it's in development. Hopefully it won't be the 13 years that it took us to get Space Marine 2. I doubt it will be, but yeah, great stuff there as well, so definitely worthwhile to check out Space Marine 2. Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition is $8.50. Look, if you're one of the 4 people in the world that haven't played Skyrim, honestly, let me know in the comments section. Are there people watching this video that haven't played Skyrim? Like, sometimes I feel like, oh, if you're one of the 4 people in the world that haven't played this game and, like, it's not applicable to some of those games. Skyrim, on the other hand, there's gotta be nobody. I'm sure there's somebody that hasn't played it, but if you haven't played it, like, for $8.50, Skyrim is a wonderful, wonderful game. And you know what? Like, if you're one of my viewers that's a little bit younger than me, like, if you're 20 now, Skyrim would have came out when you were 6 years old, so, you know, it's one of those games I would expect most people to go back, pick up, and play, but, you know, when you put at it that way, sometimes I forget that I'm a washed-up old man, so, you know, the younger generation maybe didn't play Skyrim, but it's a wonderful game, and, you know, it was the days of Bethesda not being completely cooked, so Skyrim's, to this day, so much longevity. The mileage you get out of this game with the mods and everything like that, it's phenomenal. And even if you don't touch a single mod, the game itself is great. Now, modding the game, if you want to go through, you know, modding it and getting some quality of life updates, that's great, but the game is already super accessible, and it's such a phenomenal game. $8.50, great pickup there. Dishonored Definitive Edition is 83% off for $3.40. Awesome deal on Dishonored Definitive Edition. Highly, highly recommend that. That is an outstanding deal for an awesome action stealth title. Really, you can play it a more action-y approach. You could play it more stealthy. I would recommend you to take the more calculated, silent approach to the game. I just feel like it's far more rewarding that way, but Nonetheless, Dishonored is absolutely awesome, and unfortunately, I don't know if Dishonored 3 is ever going to come to fruition. This isn't a franchise that sold like a ton of copies, but Dishonored 2 does exist, and it's a great game as well, but Dishonored 1, awesome game, and it had this really cool art style that I feel like has just aged really, really well, and it still looks really solid, all things considered, so definitely check that out for $3.40. Next up, we got RoboCop Rogue City, $3.90. Look, like, a lot of people have taken notice to RoboCop Rogue City with all of the discounts running for the game, but even now, I gotta give it a recommendation when it's south of $4. The game is really good, and it only came out not even 2 years ago. November of 2023, I believe, is when RoboCop Rogue City came out. Unfinished Business, the standalone expansion just came out, so timing-wise, it makes sense why they're discounting RoboCop so heavily, but it's a great price point. $3.90 is excellent. I highly recommend it, and it's a good game, and I'm not even a RoboCop guy, but I thought it was a worthwhile game. Guardians of the Galaxy, 88% off for $7.20. Another game that I talk up all the time. I think Guardians of the Galaxy is awesome, and when I played this game, I wasn't a big Guardians guy, but played it, fell in love with the characters. I think Star-Lord is great, Rocket's obviously great, and the rest of the cast is solid. Gameplay is enjoyable, and the story does a nice job of balancing the comedy with the more serious moments. I think for $7.20, this is a great pickup, so definitely would recommend that. Middle-earth Shadow of War, 92% off for $4.68. RIP to Monolith Productions. Great studio. Unfortunately, they are cooked now, but Shadow of War is a really solid open-world action RPG. Good bit of content, but not overwhelming either. The Definitive Edition will include all of the DLC, the Slaughter Tribe Nemesis expansion, Outlaw Tribe Nemesis expansion, Blade of Galadriel story expansion, the Desolation of Mordor story expansion. So all of that will be available. $4.68 for Shadow of War. Code Vein is $8.10. Want to give this a shout because in 2026 we are going to get the release of Code Vein 2 and anime Souls-like. So even though I'm not a Souls-like guy, y'all know me, the anime aesthetic is going to draw me in. And it really, Souls-like games to me is the aesthetic these days and the setting that draws me in. Just played through First Berserker Kazan, and a lot of that game's strengths were, I think, in the aesthetics. Code Vein, good game, not an amazing game, but a good game, and I like the anime look. 8.10 on that, ahead of Code Vein 2's release. And then the F.E.A.R Pack, F.E.A.R 1, 2, and 3, $6.44 for these three games. A little bit older, obviously, but, you know, shout out to Monolith Productions on this one as well. Kind of forgotten about since they get a lot of credit for Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War, but man, as far as atmospheric survival horror shooters, this is one of the best that you can pick up, and even though it's a little bit dated at this point, still worthwhile to go back and play through these games. And I've been on a kick recently of playing through older games. If you guys saw the games on, like, I beat First Berserker Kazan, and my rotation of games that I'm playing right now are literally games from the late 2000s. So sometimes it's good to blast from the past, I should say, a little bit, and play some of those games that are a little bit older. And I'm having a great time going through some of these titles. And yeah, you know, we are in a little bit of a quiet period for game releases as well, so it made sense for me to delve into some of the older titles, and F.E.A.R is exactly that as well. An oldie, but a goodie, as they say. But that is going to do it for me. Again, Borrow GT, available free right now. Check that out. It'll be yours free forever, and also a lot of great deals as a part of the summer sale at Green Man Gaming. Definitely some good stuff to check out there. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.